So, Suter was staying with his grandfather after his mother died when he was 7 years old. And his grandpa wasn't proud to have another mouth to feed, so he used to send him out every night when it got dark, go down to the creek and get some water. The creek was about a mile from their one-room shack. And there were snakes down there. It seemed strange that he was sending down to the creek every night to go get water. He may have been trying to get rid of Suter. And it was cold winter time this particular night. His grandfather, he said, "Boy, go down to the creek and get me some water." So Suter put on his jacket and wrapped up. It was cold winter time. He took the jug and went down to the creek, get his grandpapa some water. And on his way back, he saw this little black boy sitting on the fence. And he was shivering. Suter was shivering too. He had a coat on, but it was cold out there. So he said, "Boy, what you doing sitting on this fence? It's cold out here. Hop on my shoulders. Let me take you home and warm you up." So the little black boy hopped on his shoulders and went on. Suter carried him on to the house. And he get in the house, opened the door, and said, "Grandpa, this boy was out there sitting on the fence, and it's cold out there. I brought him in to warm him up." His grandfather was shuffling in the fire. He said, "Mm-hmm." So he said, "All right, you can get out now." And the boy didn't move. He said, "Here, come on." He reached for him on his right side. The boy leaped to the left side. He said, "Come on here." And he reached to the left side. The boy jumped to the right side. When he jumped over to the right side, his cap went off. And there was, underneath his cap was a horn on his head. He didn't see it, but his grandpa looked up and stared funny, and then he said, "Come on, get out," and he grabbed the boy's boot. The boot came off, and there was a hoof. Grandpa looked at that. He said, "Boy, you done brought the devil in here." He said, "You take him right back where you got him from." So my father said, "Okay, here, put your hat on, put your boot back on." And he go back out there in the cold and take the boy. He get back to the spot. He said, "Now, get down." So the black boy got off his shoulders and got on the fence. And the black boy said to him, "Next time you see a black boy sitting on the fence, you leave him sitting there." That was the end of that story. That story got a lot of meaning, because a lot of people, you can't see who they are and what they are until you take the veil off of them, show them one hoof and that hat, show them one horn, showed that they was not of friendly nature or for well-being. And then when the boot came off and you saw the hoof, they're not going to walk you into the direction that you're heading into. So that little black boy on the fence is a parable. If you get to see the real person, sometimes it's not who you think they are.